Good morning, students, and welcome to another social studies lesson. So with this, I once again greet you. A pleasant good morning. I hope you all are ready to learn. Good morning, students.
Good morning, Miss.
Good morning, Miss.
Good morning, Miss.
All right. Good morning, students. Proceeding, this is an environmental chant. I am going to be going through this. Please listen attentively as I recite this. Protect the land, keep it clean, clean and bright, as you can see. Once more by me. Protect the land, keep it clean, clean and bright, as you can see. Right? We're all on the same page. Give a thumbs up if you're on it all with me, students. Right. So given this, our topic for today, week 12, is based on land pollution and climate action. All right. And so for today, we are going to be observing in simple terms, we are going to be looking at pictures on land pollution. We are also going to be watching a short video, something similar to a cartoon, but it is an educational video, right? After which a scenario, you are going to be given scenarios to read through and give answers based on that. To conclude, you're going to be given a lovely exit ticket. 3 questions, 3 simple questions. Please pay attention as we go through this lesson. What is land pollution? And keep in mind, students, I keep reminding you, if I am the only one talking, if I'm the only one doing all of the talking, my throat is going to be dry. And we do not want that to be happening, so we're going to need volunteers. Great? Yes, students, volunteers to read the definition of a land pollution. The floor is open, students.
Land pollution is the degradation or destruction of the earth's surface and soil caused by harmful human activities.
Great job. Great job. That was said very clearly. All right, there's someone else who wants to take another chance. And that is okay. That's okay. We don't have any problem. So you go ahead. The floor is open to you, my dear.
What is land pollution? Land pollution is the degradation or destruction of the surface and soil caused by harmful human activities.
Great job. Thank you to these 2 lovely girls who participated in reading the definition of land pollution. I really appreciate you, and your participation is greatly appreciated. Students, give me a minute. I would like to take a drink of a cup of water, glass of water. Pictures showing pollution. Pollution, pollution, pollution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 pictures here. Pretty sure you can count that as well. Right? So this belongs to you students. You are going to identify, you're going to observe and you're going to identify what do you think causes these disgusting things to happen here. And for example, like illegal dumping, we can see illegal dumping there, mining activities, those mining activities. So you're going to observe. I'm going to give you 1 minute. After which I'm gonna wanna hear your views. I'm gonna hear what did you observe. So students, pay attention. Look at these pictures. Observe these pictures. After which we're going to have a discussion, students. Right? So the floor is all yours after 1 minute.
Miss, I can go first.
Sure.
In these pictures, I see different types of pollution. There is garbage on the land and in the water, smoke coming out from the factories causing air pollution. I also see mining activities damaging the environment, dead fish in polluted water, and heaps of rubbish being dumped. So from these pictures, what I understand from the picture is that it's showing how pollution affects the land, the water, air, and living things.
Great job. Great job. You did a very great job. Students, please give her a clap. Great job, Charlene. Can we have another student to share their observations? The floor is open.
We can.
Please, I am reminding you, you're only turning on your mics if you're going to contribute to this lesson here. The floor is open.
Greetings, Miss. From the given PowerPoint slides, we can see that the pictures are depicting pollution. There are 6 photos showing different types of pollution. The first photo shows us marine pollution, and it is a beach shoreline that has a lot of plastic bottles, bags, and other waste. The second picture is solid waste pollution, and it includes a lot of bottles and containers. The third picture depicts air and water pollution because the factory or industrial plant with thick black smoke coming from tall chimneys, and the smoke is going over a body of water next to the plant. The fourth picture shows water pollution, and it looks like it is coming from mining or logging runoff. Now, the fifth picture depicts water pollution or aquatic life being polluted. So in this here, we can see that lots of fishes are being destroyed. And the last picture shows us solid waste pollution to the environment, or we can call it illegal dumping. Now, from this, we can see this.
Yes. All right, I think she got bounced off there. That's okay. She shared a lot. I really appreciate you guys for giving a lot of contribution towards these observations made, and not just one sentence was given. At this time, you're going to be engaged in a short video, something like a cartoon, but it's an educational cartoon. You don't just watch for fun, you watch to learn something here. So I'm gonna need you to give your full attention, because after this student, you are going to have to share what you learned from this video. What are your takes after watching this video? So please pay attention.
Hey there, young explorers. Have you ever looked around your backyard or neighborhood and noticed a pile of trash? Or maybe you found a plastic bottle blowing around in the wind? What if I told you that every piece of litter we see has an impact on our planet? Hi, kids! Today, we're diving into the world of land pollution and why we need to care about it. Land pollution is a big problem, but with your help, we can all make a difference. Let's start by understanding what land pollution actually is. Land pollution happens when harmful chemicals and waste materials are dumped on the ground. It can be things like plastic, food waste, or even old toys. Imagine this, a beautiful park full of trees and flowers. But then you see trash everywhere. How would you feel seeing that park turn into a junkyard? When we litter or throw things away carelessly, it harms the plants, animals, and even us. Now, let's talk about some common causes of land pollution. First up, we have littering. Whether it's snack wrappers or broken toys, when we throw things on the ground instead of in the trash, we create pollution. Next, there's industrial waste. Factories produce tons of garbage that needs to be disposed of properly. But sometimes, this waste ends up on the land instead of being treated. And then, there's agricultural waste. Farmers use pesticides and fertilizers that can seep into the soil and cause damage. Did you know that these harmful chemicals can also run into our water sources? That's right. And it's not just about trash and chemicals. It's also about the land we build on. Urbanization, like building cities or roads, can lead to pollution too. When we clear trees and land, we can disturb the natural balance and harm wildlife. Now, let's talk about some effects of land pollution. First, it harms animals. Many animals can mistake trash for food, which can make them sick or even kill them. Second, it can pollute our water supplies. When rain falls on polluted land, it can wash harmful substances into rivers and lakes. And guess what? We drink that water. Lastly, land pollution can damage our health. Living close to polluted areas can lead to problems like allergies or worse, illnesses. But don't worry, there's hope. You can help reduce land pollution starting today. One simple way is to practice the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reducing means using less. Instead of buying new plastic water bottles every time, you could use a reusable one. Reusing means finding new ways to use things we might throw away. That old cardboard box could become an awesome fort. And recycling means turning old materials into something new. Don't forget to check for recycling bins around your neighborhood. Another great way to help is participating in cleanup days. You can talk to your family or friends and plan a day to clean up your local park or beach. Cleaning up makes a big difference, and it's so much fun. You can also spread the word. Talk to your friends at school about the importance of keeping our earth clean. The more people who know, the more we can work together. Lastly, always remember to throw your trash in the right place. It's really that simple. Every little bit helps. So, kids, the next time you see litter on the ground, remember what we learned today. Land pollution affects everyone, including plants and animals. But by making small changes, we can protect our beautiful earth. Let's work together to make our world a cleaner place. If you enjoyed learning about land pollution, give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to share this video with your friends so they can learn too. Thank you for watching, and let's keep our land clean and happy.
Students, thumbs up if you heard me. Great. So let's hear some Amazing students are going to share their what their takes are on the video that was just viewed by all of you students. The floor is open. Oh, and I do apologize about the dog. That was totally disrespectful. The floor is open, students. A reminder.
Miss, I learned that littering isn't good at all. And we need to keep the environment tidy at all times.
Great point. Littering isn't good, and we need to keep the environment tidy at all times. Whenever we see a bin, we know what to do, etc. Right? The floor is open.
Miss, in my home, we drink a lot of aerated drinks, and whenever we are finished, my mom designs it and plants her vegetables in it. And later, when it grows bigger, she transplants it into our backyard garden. That way, we don't litter, we recycle. And from the video, I suggest that everyone should be recycling also, just like my mom.
Wow, I'm really happy to hear that. That's a really good way to recycle the bottles, because most of the times you see people just disposing of the bottles elsewhere when you can be doing all of those things there. Thank you so much for sharing. Can I have one more student, please?
The video was like a cartoon and I loved it.
Ah, somebody love cartoons. All right. Thank you all students for your participation.
Hey there, young explorers. Have you ever looked around your backyard?
Sorry there. Effects of land pollution. And I do remind you students, I cannot be the only one speaking. My throat is going to get dry, so I need a volunteer to read through. The floor is open, students.
Effects of land pollution, soil degradation, water contamination, loss of biodiversity, and health hazards.
Great. Amazing. That was well clear. Thank you so much for your cooperation. So students, at this time, you are going to be working some scenarios. I'm sorry there, I'm a bit confused with these. Are we all seeing the screen? If we are, please do a thumbs up. Great job, students. Let me take a water sip. All right, so students, for this section here, we're going to have 3 volunteers to read and examine scenarios carefully. Afterwards, there are questions under each scenario that requires a response. So therefore, we are going to need responses, all right, students? Great, and we're going to be going through. I'm going to be guiding you, students. The floor is open. Plastic bottles on the school compound. Floor is open, students. We need someone to read. There's going to be another person who is going to be answering the question there. We have 2 persons going here. The floor is open.
Plastic bottles on the school compound. After lunch, several students leave plastic bottles and snacks wrappers on the school ground instead of placing them in the bins. By the end of the day, the compound looks untidy.
Great. Thank you so much. The question, what practical solution would you suggest reducing land pollution and support climate action? Floor is open. Give 10 seconds for someone to volunteer and give a response to that question there. Examine the scenario carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, students, the floor is open. An answer to scenario 1.
Miss, I thought of 5 solutions and I'll be reading all. Number 1, implement color-coded recycling bins. Place clearly labeled distinct bins across the compound, specifically for plastic bottles and paper wrappers to encourage waste segregation. Number 2, launch a student-led eco club. Establish a green committee to monitor the grounds after lunch, gamifying cleanup by rewarding the cleanest class or grade level. Number 3, introduce a Bring Your Own Bottle BYOB initiative. Encourage students to use reusable water flasks and food containers, directly reducing the volume of single-use plastics brought to school. Number 4, create upcycling, art, or gardening projects. Organize a school-wide initiative where collected plastic bottles are repurposed into vertical garden planters or creative campus decorations. Number 5, conduct awareness for peer sessions. Run brief interactive presentations during assembly or homeroom to teach students how littering contributes to greenhouse gases and climate change.
Wow, great job. Not just one practical solution, but 5. Thank you so much for your cooperation there. Scenario 2. The floor is open for someone to read the scenario, after which the question also needs a response. Give me a thumbs up if you're with me, students. Great job.
Burn household garbage. A family burns their household garbage every week in their backyard. Thick smoke fills the air and affects nearby residents. Question: what practical solution would you recommend? First of all, I would recommend that we use composting, because when we use it, we can use, instead of burning organic waste, we can use it and use a compost bin so that the area around in the compound can to reduce the risk of inhaling toxic smoke. Second, I would recommend that we should do community education. Community education, informing the family about the health risk of burning trash, such as respiratory issues caused by inhaling dioxin and particulate matters. Okay, miss.
All right, great. I love how you came up very quickly with your responses there. I appreciate you so much. Give it a thumbs up, students. Scenario 3, this is our final scenario. The floor is open, students.
Residents throw all plastic bags and bottles into a nearby drain. During heavy rainfall, the drain becomes blocked and causes flooding. Question: what practical solution would you suggest?
Great. Thank you so much for reading. We need someone to answer that questionnaire. What practical solution would you suggest in this scenario here? Floor is open, students. 1, 2.
Miss, I have an answer. To solve the problem of residents blocking the drain with plastic bags and bottles, our community needs to work together on a few simple steps. First, we should set up clearly marked trash and recycling bins near the drainage areas so people have a proper place to throw away their waste instead of tossing it on the ground. Next, we can organize a youth-led community cleanup weekend to clear out the current plastic blockages before the rain start. Finally, putting up simple student-made signs to say, keep our drains clear, prevent flood. Setting up a neighborhood watch group can help remind everyone to protect our environment and keep our streets safe from floods.
Great job. Thank you so much, students, for all of your participation in this section here that involved the scenarios. So, for today's lesson, we looked at the definition of land pollution, we looked at causes, we looked at pictures also, we did practical solutions, and students, there's a link in the chat to the Google Form exit ticket quiz. You guys are given 30 seconds to have that answered. Thumbs up if you're all accessing it, students. Great job. 30 seconds is given to you. While you are working, students, please remember that we need to set an example in the environment up there as social studies students. You all are social studies students. Littering is bad. You need to recycle, everything that we basically look at today. I really do hope that you take these things into action. Great. So your 30 seconds is almost up. I'm going to now direct my screen to the quiz. Great. I'm going to need someone to share their answers along by reading through and giving their answers. All right, so the floor is open, students. Great, this is it.
Question 1, what is pollution? My answer is B, the contamination of land by waste and harmful substances. Question number 2, which of the following is a major cause of land pollution in Guyana? C, improper disposal of garbage and littering. Question number 3, which action helps to reduce pollution and supports climate action? The answer is D, recycling and properly disposing of waste.
Great job. Thank you so much for your cooperation there. I really do hope to looking forward to seeing all of these responses, having all these 3 answers very well correct. Great. So students, before you are dismissed, you are given a homework. Basically on the screen there, I need someone to read through the homework.
Design a digital poster or hand-drawn poster titled Accelerating Climate Action, Reducing Land Pollution in My Community. The poster must include definition of land pollution, include 3 causes, outline 3 effects of land pollution, state 3 practical solutions, and include a climate action slogan.
Great job. Thank you all students for being so cooperative in this lesson here. And with that, I must say goodbye to all of you, and I do hope to see each and every one of you in our class next week for another interesting social studies lesson. Remember the chant, students. Protect the land, keep it clean, clean and bright as you can see. Once more, protect the land, keep it clean, clean and bright as you can see. All right, students, goodbye.